Hello people, welcome to my stream. Just waiting for the server to switch over to qualifying and then I'll get some laps in for my qualification. I'm not feeling confident with qualifying today, mainly because I've not been able to get some track time through one reason or another. Stewarding's been taking a bit of my time up this week, and also work and obviously family commitments, so my track time's been really low. I'm looking at some of the times that people are doing here in relation to qualification. You've got a 124 flat there with a Paola, and then another, quite a few in the 124s. Looking at the times that have already been done, I have managed a 124.5. The reality is, I don't think we're going to do that. I'm looking at the 125s, so anywhere in the 20s, P20 or further on. So not hoping out for much today, but I'm waiting for the cars to go off, and maybe I might pick one or two places up as a result of that. Good evening, Nikos. Hope you're well. Weather's glorious here, as no doubt it is in sunny Greece. So I've been trying to make the most of today. I was refereeing this morning in the sun, very warm, and spent a bit of time in the garden and had some food in the garden with my family. So tried to make the most of it really. A lot of cars going out at the moment. Buy me time a little bit before I go out. But yeah, I'm not hanging fire on a good qualification. Evening, Melvin. No, I'm not going to start from the pits. I'll probably be at the back anyway, so in some respects I may as well start from the pits. But yeah, I'm not one of these that goes hell for leather on the outlap, because I want my tyres and my brakes to be warm. You'll see me on my outlap, really taking my time, just getting my tyres warm, braking early, getting the brakes warm. I use brake settings for qualification, which gives you, a handful of laps. You can see I run a low fuel. Just get myself all set up. Let the fast guys go, to be honest. I'm not really too worried about that. I can't compete with them, so I don't try to compete with them ultimately. I'm racing myself. I always race myself. If I take a few places on the way, so be it. For me it's about taking part. Yeah, winning's great, but when you know you're not the fastest, you don't expect to win. So it's all about enjoying the experience. I'm on track with guys similar age to myself, possibly older, and I'm putting my wits up against them in an electronic device that's determined by a human being. So it's very similar to a real car, I suppose. I think this bend here that I've just gone round, Dingle Dell, is going to cause a lot of problems. I think people are going to go wide there quite a lot, especially under racing. 124.8 now. I'm going to struggle with that, Nikos. I can do 124s, but it's got to be the perfect lap every corner. I have been on for a 124.1 and then stuffed up the last bend, which is always the case. And where the group 2 drivers had a few issues yesterday, I've not really had a chance to study it and watch it, but I'm hoping that's not going to happen at the start of this race, because I think it's a race spoiler, that, to be honest. It's almost like you want to dial the clock back and say, right lads, let's start this again. This is a bit of a joke. I don't know why people are so aggressive off the start line. It's a 45-minute race, not a 40-second race. If you wanted to race for 40 seconds, go and play a video game in the arcades. But really, you've got to think about the enjoyment factor here. If you're quicker than someone, take him on the first lap or the third lap, doesn't really matter. You're going to take him. So I don't understand the logic of some people really fighting and battling on the first lap when your tyres are cold, your brakes are cold, and what you're looking for is really just to try and get one on somebody else. It just really doesn't balance to me. A bit wide there. Ah, oh, damn. That was a decent lap, that, and I stuffed it up myself. Told you, gotta be the perfect lap. Hey ho, it's all good fun. Come on, Tony. Keeping his toe. Might give me something. Oof. Lost time there then. Broke in the wrong place. Cheers, Willie. Socks and all. He should have got out of my way then. Mr. Noble there. Been noting that one for the stewards, I think. Yeah, he definitely could have give way there. Problem is, I'm getting his dirty air then, so once you get in the dirty air, it's just a nightmare. 21, 21st. I tell you, I'm going to be last. Oh, I was reading the stream then. Reading what you were putting, Nikos. What's that? Let's read what Nikos has put. We'll do. I've bet money on it. He is close. He ought in the 25.4s. Yep. What did I do then? 25.2. So Hjort is in the 24.9s. Yep. So I really do need to pull a 124 out of the bag. Good luck on that one. There's a lot of cars coming out and going round, isn't there? I can't come out after 23. Looks like there's a faster car coming. Come on, Derek. I know you're quick. Right. I'm expecting him to go for a flyer here. See if I can keep on his coattails. Kept that one then. Stopped myself from going off. Interesting. Right, hopefully I'm out of his weight now. Oh, Eric's car disappeared then. Don't know if it's me, but I'm getting frame skips as if cars are disappearing. Yep, it is hot. That's me set up. Oh, wide. Alright, so I went faster then, and it got me absolutely nothing. It's not me just struggling then. Interesting. Why all of a sudden everything seems to be... don't quite get what's going on there. Definitely did seem like it was a bit jerky. Yeah. What's the times doing at the moment? So I managed to do a 125 too. And I said I was going for the low 25s. So I've achieved my goal. But yeah, there's some of them times are manic. Look at that. You're talking 123.2 there. Bet your Pete pulls out a 122. And that's the type of laps you get on the internet. You know, when you see the hot laps. If you take the time Lars has done in sector 2, 5 hundredths off. That takes him down to 230 potentially. So yeah, you're not far off it in the 122, are you really? So that's 5 drivers in the 123s, and then 10 drivers in the 124s. So yeah, I think I'm going to be in good company at the back. That's all I can say. Right, just be excused for a second. I don't know if anybody was watching the historic racing today. It actually took at Brands Hatch in the decent weather. You could they had the F1 cars from the old like Tyrrells and stuff, the 6-wheeler Tyrrells, and the irony of it was the lap times they were doing were 125s.4, and it just goes to show that in, you know, best part of 30 years, 40 years, 40-50 years should I say, how technology's come along where you've got a GT3 car that can lap quicker than an old Formula 1 car. Now obviously they're probably not going hell for leather, but they were still racing. But I think the fastest lap time I saw was a 125.4. So you can see there, they'd be struggling in the top 20 with that sort of time. Yeah, just read a couple of messages coming up. Yeah, Hjort's gone 124.9. Hjort's been quick, I think, throughout this, to be fair, so I wasn't expecting anything different. I think him and Eric are going to have a really good race. Possibly Holmes and Bywater's just down the, you know, behind them. So I think these ones here, there's either going to be an incident and they're going to come off, or it's going to be quite good, good watching. There you go. Said the 122s. Pete's done it. He's managed to do a 122.9. I don't think Keola's going to beat that, or Lars, Andrea or Lars. So I think that's definitely going to be pole. Pete's been practicing on my server as well. He shared his setup with me. I just couldn't drive his setup. It's too loose for me. It's a shame, because if I could do times like that, I'd be laughing. But, you know, we all drive cars differently, and I prefer a car that's planted. I'm not going to say downforce, but it just feels stable. I can't do with a loose back end. Yeah, Nikos is waiting for Group 3. I think, Willie, you've got a valid point there. The number of cars in this group compared to the number of cars in Group 1. Sorry, Group 2. You know, 35 in Group 2, 28 in Group 1. You've got to take out the last 2, so that's 26. So we could probably do with another couple of drivers coming over at least to level the numbers up a bit, which may help the situation on the other group. We've also got take caution on the first lap. Might lose a little time, but save the car. Yeah, Willie, I'm not a believer in going hell for leather on the first lap, to be honest, mate. You know, from my perspective, if I start at the back, I start at the back. It really doesn't bother me. It's about taking part, you know, and if people fall off the track and I make places up, that's their loss, not mine. As long as I don't get innocently took out, or I inadvertently take somebody else out, you know, I'll do the best I can. Nikos has put There was also a GT3 race at Ricard. Not a big fan of motorsport here though. Yeah, Paul Ricard's a nice track. It's if you've not done it before, it's quite difficult because a couple of the bends seem to be like anti-racing because you've really got to slow the car down. There's a hairpin on the start-finish straight, and then there's a couple of bends on the inner track. But if you get the flow right, you can come out the bends onto the straight, and that straight you can get the car, you know, redlining all the way to the end, because that straight is phenomenal, and you will see cars pass. And the beauty of it as well is at the end of the straight, you can more or less keep the power down and turn right and take the right-hander. Obviously, you need kahunas to do it, but ultimately it seems to work really, really well. So I'm looking forward to Paul Ricard. I've always liked that track in all the racing games. You know, you're talking back to the Revs days on the BBC. Paul Ricard always had an appeal, and I do appreciate it was originally a motor racing track for the bikes. But I think it's become quite a good track now in the GT formula. Right, is it worth me going out again and trying to better my time? I mean, I've got Pete behind me, Stathis behind me, and Steve Justice, and Ambro. Let's go and see how the ping's feeling. And what I'm going to do is go back in and make a point of feeling like I've changed something and set up so my tyres go green. Right, that'll do. At least my tyre should be green now. There we go. Who's coming up behind me? Neil, okay, let Neil past. Yep, I am indeed. Still kept it on track though, that'll do. Yeah, we can have it. Once took the marker board out, that was good of them. I don't understand how people can take some of the marker boards out. I know I took one out before, but I mean the one under the bridge there. Oh, on the grass, that's a cardinal sin. Game over when you do that. Yeah, there's going to be these yellow flags in the race as well, so as long as I can keep yourself running, I could make places just from people going off track, so anything can happen. Don't want to hit the grass, wrong thing to do there. Oh, I got that corner right that time. Pity it means nothing. Right, let's go for the 124. Next lap. Definitely on. Don't go wide. Oh, I took that corner all wrong. Blooming neck. See, you just got to put it all together. It's a nightmare. Am I going to do it on my final lap, eh? There's no one near me anyway, so I'm not going to be putting anybody off. Oh, that's not going to help. Evening, Malcolm. Oh, too fast around there. Oh. And there it is. The mythical 124 for me anyway. Whew. Well, I did it. That'll do me. I ain't going any faster. Oh dear. Yeah, it was waiting, Nikos. I did it for you. Didn't let you down, fella. Make sure I've put the right setup on for my fuel. Yep, my brakes are all 30. Yep, that's looking good. Happy with that. Use current pressures. Yeah, that's fine. So, people have been on the Red Bull. So, I tell you what, there's a few fast guys behind me. Trowbridge and Baker. I think the track's really slippy, you know. The track doesn't feel right for all the practice. Well, the lack of practice I've been able to do, but the practice I've been doing does seem to be, yeah. Pete still managed his 122.9. He never made better than that. Andrea was half a second down. Just goes to show how fast that was. Yeah, I think that's... yeah, you make a 124. You're like, really? Is that it? That was Group 2. You know, you'd probably be in the top 10 or something. But it just goes to show in Group 1 it stands for diddly squat. Them sort of times. Yeah, them lap times are just ridiculous. I've got 6 cars behind me that can take me out. Is that the right way of looking at it? Probably not. But hey, you know, that's the way it seems to go. And then when this is finished, back in the garden on the beer. It's 7:30 in the UK at the moment, so back in the garden for about 8:15. Settle down and chill. I try to be consistent, Nikos. As I said, I'm not an over-aggressive racer from my perspective. Me, with the exception of a few little tweaks, me qualifying car's my race car. So I can do consistent 125s in my race car. So as a time, that's not too bad. Well, obviously I've got full fuel at the moment, so that's going to make a big impact. But I think I was running 125/8 with full fuel. I managed to do about 20 minutes yesterday between things, so I was quite happy. The tyres were warming up a bit too much, but I thought after the session the tyres do calm down, so I'm hoping by the end of the race they're still running at the correct temperature. But we shall see. I could end up burning them out. A couple of tweaks I've made here really is obviously the PSI is a big one. I have changed the camber because I was looking at the running temperatures of the tyres, try and fix the gaps between them. So yeah, I have done some work on the camber, and the camber's also helped me in the cornering as well a little bit. Other than that, there's only 1 or 2 minor tweaks with the rest of the car. So yeah, it should be planted, shall we say? Or yeah, we shall see. So definitely, I'd love a top 15, or you know, again, those who watch me regularly, I'm happy with under, you know, a top 20 from my perspective. So yeah, we get a top 10. That's even better. If we get close to top 10, I'll be more than happy with that. But you know, if I don't win, it's not an issue. It's fun. Yes, do take it seriously, as most racers do. But, you know, there's other things in life more important than losing a video game. Maybe that's just me. Right, I'm also using a new wheel. So I've actually added a similar wheel on order to Andy Lee's. So I've got the same wheel as him. It's much lighter than the GT wheel that I was using. So I don't know how good that is. How much it's going to help me in the full race, but we shall find out. Don't fuck this up, right? Okay. Or is it Andy Lee said yesterday, let's not have a clusterfuck? Right. So who's behind me? Nope. Oh, put one car out already. Eric's gone. Tyres are still not warmed up yet. Definitely not warmed up yet. Right, so I've got some passing to do now. Oh. He broke very early there. Very early. And I'm last. Right, let's see what I can do. That was my own fault. He broke very early there. I mean, I've never seen anyone break that early before. It's almost like he was aware I was there and didn't want to get in the way, but I think that was more dangerous than going for it, to be honest. But, you know. Bourne's quick. 123 in race pace. Bit sideways there from Mr. Bourne. If he'd come out in the Jag tonight, would that have been Bourne Identity? Sorry, guys. That might be having your nose cut off there, was there? Crikey. Don't think Bourne saw me come up the inside then. Being held up here. Oh, that's one gone. Cheers, Willie. Get Stasis again now, see if I can catch him up. Oh, a bit wide. So Z, I'll manage to keep it on the tarmac. Seen them all over the place. Cheeky crew chief. Do one. Definitely gain on him. Whoops, a bit wide there. Oh, he's let me go this time. Gentleman, that. Obviously knew I was faster than him. Fair dues to him, that. Krista next. There he is. Oh, I weren't concentrating. The focus gone off. Whoa! That was an... Oh, dear, dear, dear. That was pretty poor, that. All over the place, isn't he? Now these are the ones that are really hard to pass. I'm breathing, don't worry. Oh, the grass. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. Got a wheel on the grass. I'm alright, Willie. There's Mr. Hjorthoff. If nothing else, he knows I'm here. To be fair, this has been a pretty good race between me and him. Lap after lap after lap. Again, broke a bit earlier than me there. Left the door open there. And then slammed it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, shite. Ho hum. Not lost the place anyway, so I've still finished 18th. Wow. I'm absolutely knackered. That was interesting, shall we say. Wow. Oof. Yeah, that was brilliant. That's what you call proper racing. Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching, guys. Much appreciate it.